Hey guys, this is Essay Reviews bringing you our first episode ever. We are going to be reviewing today the map of tiny, perfect things.
So the map of Tiny Perfect Things stars Kyle Allen, Kathryn Newton, Josh Hamilton, Jorja Fox, and Cleo Fraser, and it's directed by Ian Samuels. The movie is an Amazon Prime original that you can find on Amazon Prime, of course. And the movie is all about these two teenagers who have the ability to relive the same day over and over and over again. They do not know how they are able to relive the same day, but somehow they're the only two that are able to keep the memories that they have from repeating those days. But as they continue to relive the same day over and over and over again, they kind of learn more things about each other, and it leads to the decision if they should stay or they should continue on with their lives. So, overall, the film, what do you think, Pablo?
Well, overall, this film was pretty good, but I don't like this type of genre movies. If you like action-packed movies, you shouldn't watch this. It's pretty boring, but it's just depending on what you like. So, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a pretty open person to these type of I do like romantic dramas, and this movie can get quite dramatic at times, but it's also like a very interesting take. You can agree with me. This is a very interesting take on the reliving of the
Yeah.
same day genre, because there have been many movies with the same concept, like for example, Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow, Happy Death Day 1 and 2. Like there are many films that have like this same type of concept of reliving a same day. But like what I
Yeah.
like about it is that the movie kind of starts off, when the days keep on repeating, that the main character knows that the day is repeating over and over and over again. Like in many of these films, they're kind of like, oh yes, we're going to be hanging out, and then oh shoot, the day is starting over again. Like many of these movies are like that, and it's kind of like imagine Spider-Man being rebooted a bunch of times. People already get it. Uncle Ben
Yeah.
dies. Uncle Ben will die like, every single time. So like this movie kind of already knows that people know this concept and has been replayed over and over and over again. So what I really like about it is that instead of trying to get out of the day, they're trying to figure out what makes the day perfect. Like these two characters played by Gary Allen and Kyle Allen and Kathryn Newton. Um, like the chemistry that you can see between the two characters is like really real. They're both nerds and they both are very interested in similar concepts, and they both are really wanting to see like what makes this day perfect to see if they can find a breakthrough in trying to see how this whole repetition thing works. And like that's what I found
Yeah.
really interesting. Like,
Well,
I know you're not like really much of the romantic drama kind of guy, but like overall, I thought the movie was really well done. Like, um, Ian Samuels, he did a good job directing this film because like it's very simple. It knows what it is, and like as the characters kind of go through this whole process of getting to know each other and what secrets they're hiding, it is like can get very emotional at times. Like there are some flaws. Like you would not exactly like the movie because of its John Run, what's it about, but like what other like flaws can you see, Pablo?
well, it's just very basic plot, it's like any romantic movie. Characters fall in love. There's this time where they separate and they don't know if they're gonna get back together. And then the end is just like always like they get back together. There's this always this same kissing scene, uh, or as the sun sets, or So
Yeah,
it was kind of repetitive just watching this type of movie. But
yeah,
in general, I just like this movie because there's a lot of unexpected things. But yeah,
yeah. Like there are some like subplots that have occurred in this movie that kind of like carry on, and like at the ending, those subplots are kind of like solved. And I gotta say that was like very satisfying and very clever thing to do. And also, yeah, it does follow that same like romantic drama sort of concept about like people getting to get the two characters come together, then they break, and then they kind of break up for a second, and then they come back together because of some type of force. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
I totally get what you mean. And there are also like some scenes I would say that kind of you just kind of need something to happen in between them, because sometimes I can just be like, oh yeah, it's going straight to the point, and like we don't really have anything in between it that kind of like builds it up a little bit. Like they're having some scenes like that, and but yeah, overall, like what would be your score, Pablo, for this film?
Well, I would give it about a three-ish, yeah, more or less.
Yeah, like I would give it more or less like a four. It was a good film, and that would make our average to be a 3.5 for the overall essay review. Well,
Yeah,
so
well, my choice of a three, of giving it a three, was basically just because I don't like this type of movies. So it just me just not liking this genre. If I would have liked it, maybe 3.5 ish rating for me. But yeah,
yeah, I totally get what you mean, Pablo. But like if you're into like this kind of romantic drama thing, I would say this movie is a really interesting take on the genre. It's not just kind of like the basic romantic like love story you have. This one actually has like some sort of gimmick along with it, which I find to be very effective in some ways, and it's also very clever in how the characters develop because of this ability that they have. Like so overall, I thought it was thought it was a pretty good film.
yeah,
So this is it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Our next review is going to be on the Snyder Cut. We're really looking forward to that. Right, Pablo?
yeah. Also, guys, if you have any suggestions for our next videos, just put them down below in the comments section, and we
Yeah.
will try and see which shows or movies we would like to review for you guys.
Yeah. So look forward to those very soon. And we'll try to upload as much as we can. But anyway, this is it, and hope you all have an amazing day. All
Bye,
right. See
guys.
y'all.